Greetings. My name is Jerry Brown. I am one of the assistant directors of admission here at Radford University. I primarily recruit the Metro Richmond area here in Virginia, so the city of Richmond and those surrounding counties, as well as students from Ohio. I'll be giving you a little brief information about who we are and what we do well here today. And then, as always, if you have any questions or concerns, you can feel free to reach out directly to us. We are Radford University. We are located in Radford, Virginia, which is in the heart of the New River Valley. We are located about 3 hours from Washington, D.C., just to give you a little bit of geographical location as to where we are here. We currently have about 9,300 total students. About 8,000 of those are at the undergraduate level. We do have some graduate level students here at Radford, but definitely focus on the undergraduate experience. Currently about 57% female, about 43% male, which is just indicative of the college going population across the country as a whole. About 32% of our students are first generation students here on our campus. As I was a first gen student, neither of my parents had attended college. Now we're going to talk a little bit more about some of those academic programs. So as I mentioned, we are a perfect mid-sized institution at 9,300 students. Our average class size is about 29 students. Faculty to student ratio is about 16 to 1. When you get to those upperclassmen years, that junior and senior year, most of those courses are going to be right around that 15 to 20 student mark. Fewer than 3% of our courses are taught by graduate assistants, so you're going to learn from the best and brightest in the field. You're going to be learning from your professors. You're going to know who they are. You're going to be able to wave and speak to them as you're walking across campus. About 80% of our professors have their terminal degree in their field. In most instances, that is a doctoral level degree. In some instances, that is a master's level degree. We have over 108 different academic programs. Our academic programs, majors, minors, areas of concentration are spread out across 6 different colleges that I'll briefly cover here. We have our Artist College of Science and Technology, which is home to all of our sciences, so biology, chemistry, biochemistry, as well as those students who might be interested in math or statistics, physics, as well as maybe those students who are interested in computer science and technology and information systems and technology. And it is home to one of our newest academic programs here on campus, our program in cybersecurity. Next, we'll talk a little bit more about our College of Education and Human Development. Historically, we were founded as an all-women's teachers institution, so education has been near and dear to our heart ever since our inception here. We have those opportunities for those students who might be interested in elementary, secondary, or middle school education, as well as those students who might be on that human development side of things. So you might know that you want to go off into a graduate school program in athletic training, occupational therapy, or physical therapy. We do have all three of those opportunities, and those students typically start off in our College of Education and Human Development at the undergraduate level in exercise and sports sciences, or our allied health sciences. Then we'll have our College of Humanities and Behavioral Sciences, which will include a wide range of academic programs here on our campus. It is actually the largest academic college on campus, but I'll just name a few, including our programs in communication studies, criminal justice, psychology, sociology, and we pride ourselves on some hands-on learning opportunities here on our campus. So the College of Humanities and Behavioral Sciences actually has a mock courtroom on our campus, so we can hear mock court cases. We can hear civil cases on our campus for those students who are interested in criminal justice, maybe even one day interested in our pre-law society and one day headed off into law school. We have our College of Visual and Performing Arts, which will include programs in music, theater, and dance. All three of those programs, we do typically have auditions to major in those programs. Then we also have programs in art as well as design. So whether that is interior design or fashion design. Then we'll have our Davis College of Business and Economics, which is the building that you see depicted here, Kyle Hall. That's where our Davis College Business and Economics is housed. Those programs in business include accounting, economics, finance, management, and marketing. But also, one of the most popular minors on campus is entrepreneurship. This is available to students across all majors on campus. So it is something where students might say, hey, I have a different interest, but maybe one day I want to tie this into running my own business. Then we'll have our Waldron College of Health and Human Services, which will, all three of these programs will actually require you to apply into them upon being at Radford. So that Waldron College does house our nursing program, which has been ranked one of the best in the Commonwealth here in Virginia, as well as our social work program and our students who are interested in communication sciences and disorders. Then you might be sitting out there and saying, hey, Jerry, well, I don't exactly know what I want to study yet. I'll tell you, that's perfectly fine. We I think it's an absolute myth that you need to know what you're going to do with the next 50 to 55 years of your life at 17 or 18. It's okay to say, hey, I'm going to take a little time to make sure I'm set on what I want to study. We like to call these students our major explorers, and we don't like to use undecided or undeclared. We know that that can have some bad connotations across the country, or some students have even said, oh, it makes me feel like I don't quite have my life figured out yet. So we'll call you our major explorers. And through this advising and through also working with our Center for Career and Talent Development, we'll make sure that whatever of one of those programs that you do pick, you feel very confident in that. And typically, most of our major explorers will pick their major during either at the end of their first semester or at the end of their first year. About 25% of our freshmen last year were in major exploration. Now, this is a list of some of our academic programs, majors and minors. Does not list all concentrations there, but it does also list some of those teaching licensure programs. So students, you can feel free to pause the video here, take a screenshot, come back to this particular slide, or always all of our academic programs are listed on our website, and it'll also list that academic catalog. So you can see some of those courses that are actually in any of these particular programs. Now we'll talk a little bit more about campus life and resources. On the left side there, you'll see 4 different resources that are available to our students. These are by no means an all-inclusive list. These are just some of the resources that our students are going to use at least once while they're here on our campus. We'll start with the Center for Accessibility Services, also known on our campus as CAS. The Center for Accessibility Services will work with any students who have any short-term or long-term disabilities, as well as any students who are bringing in any type of accommodations from high school. We'll have our Center for Career and Talent Development, which will work with our students from day one, where you say, hey, I'm going to get an on-campus job, all the way through your junior and senior year, and you're starting to apply for internships and then turning those and applying into your first job after graduation, and they might be asking for a cover letter, and you might say, well, how do I even start a cover letter? Our Center for Career and Talent Development will also bring jobs and employers to campus through a variety of job and career fairs, which many of which have went virtual this year. So we're still able to allow and connect with our students and connect them to those future employers. Then we'll have our Center for Diversity and Inclusion, which is also known as CDI, on our campus. They really become the home away from home for a lot of students on our campus, as well as they oversee a variety of multicultural and religious-based programs and organizations on our campus. We'll have the Harvey Knowledge Center, which is where all of our peer tutoring takes place. Our students, they're called academic coaches because they like to say, hey, we do more than just tutor you. We'll work with you through a variety of, maybe you need to work on your time management. Maybe you don't know, you want to work on how you even should take notes for a particular course. And all of these resources through the Harvey Knowledge Center are free of charge for you. We have 16 different Division I athletics teams on our campus. Our Division I athletics teams do compete in the Big South Conference. That is a regionally based athletics conference. They'll compete against many other schools that are in Virginia, North Carolina, and South Carolina. We have 300 different student organizations and clubs, on over 300 of those on our campus. So these can range from our Greek life organizations, whether they're academic honor societies, maybe they're our community service-based groups, maybe they're more social-based Greek groups, which you might be a little bit more familiar with. Maybe they're one of our charter club sports teams, or maybe it's even a special interest group where it just takes you, a few other friends, you get to start a club or organization on campus, you get to write a constitution, you find someone like me to be your faculty staff advisor, you can actually bring that organization or club to campus. We have 15 different residence halls on our campus. All of our residence halls are suite or ensuite style. No community hall style bathrooms on our campus. You're either going to share the bathroom with the room right next door in a suite style setup, or it'll just be a bathroom for you and your roommate in an ensuite style setup. And then we have 8 different living learning communities. So these are an opportunity for you to take the classroom home with you. It makes some really easy study groups. You might be in that bio connections living learning community where you say, hey, we have a big test coming up where you don't even have to head to the library or head to one of the academic buildings. We can actually study in our hallway because we're all in the bio connections living learning community. Those living learning communities on our campus also include our honors college. Now we'll talk a little bit about finances and affordability. You'll see the tuition and fees, room and board numbers in the bottom corner there. The good thing about those numbers is it includes your tuition, fees, room and board, as well as your meal plan. So the only thing that those numbers do not include, whether you're in state, meaning you live in Virginia, or you're out of state, you're from one of those other states, that are the books as well as for your parking decal. We do allow you to bring a car as a freshman here on our campus. Our FAFSA priority deadline is January the 15th. So we do encourage you to complete a FAFSA and get it into us as soon as you possibly can so that you are as eligible for as much as that need-based funding as possible. We do also have some merit-based funding available for our students. That is through the Highlander Distinction Program, or what we like to call on our campus HDP. Through the Highlander Distinction Program, it is a merit-based scholarship process. You do not have to complete an additional application or additional process in order to be eligible for these particular merit-based scholarships. We'll just need to see your completed application. And we have been ranked as one of the best colleges for your money in the recent years. Now we'll talk a little bit about applying. So you can apply to Radford in two different ways. You can apply through our application available on our website, or you can apply through the Common App. I always tell students, do what is most convenient to you. So if you're applying to other schools on the Common App, then just go ahead and add Radford to that. Or if you're only applying to Radford, or you're only applying to other schools that have their own application, then maybe you don't need to set up the common application profile just for us, but either one is perfectly fine. We'll get that information from you. For your application to be complete, we'll only need to see two items. We'll need to see your official high school transcript as well as your actual application to Radford. We are completely test optional. We do not need to see SAT or ACT scores from you for this year. We do give you the opportunity to send in two optional pieces of the application as well. So we do give you the chance to send in a personal statement or essay, as well as a letter of recommendation. Those are optional pieces. Our application is completely free. So for your application to be complete and undergo review, as well as be eligible for those merit-based scholarships, we'll just need to see your actual application, whether that be through our website or the common application, as well as your high school transcript. In the bottom corner there, you'll see our middle 50% numbers. So the big number to look at this year is the GPA, those SAT and ACT scores. Obviously, we are not requiring those from students this year. So that GPA number you'll see is a 2.9 to 3.6. 25% of our students are above that high number. 25% of our students are below that low number. And then we encourage you to stay connected with us. So that might be checking out our website that you'll see there, giving us an email or giving us a call. And I'll have my contact slide up here as well. So feel free to reach out directly to us, whether that's my email, whether you call the office, or you give me a text. We are here for you each and every step of the way, and even on social media. So you can feel free to follow my social media handles there. So we hope that you reach out to us, and we look forward to reviewing your application. Go Highlanders.